welcome to Sports House. I'm your host, JT. And I'm here, I'm going to give you my 5 NFL teams that might have a new quarterback next season. So the first team I have is the Las Vegas Raiders. The reason I got the Las Vegas Raiders on this team is because the Raiders, they tried to do the Geno Smith experiment where they traded for Geno Smith. They traded for Geno Smith at the beginning of the season, and they was going to see if he could become their franchise new quarterback because he had a breakout year in Seattle in the last season. But this year was a disappointment for him because he threw for 3,225 yards, 19 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions. And for a quarterback, 17 interceptions is very high. And he couldn't read the coverages. And he also made a bunch of bad mistakes like throwing into double coverage and triple coverage and mistakes like that. So I have a feeling next year in the draft, the Raiders with the number 1 overall pick, they're going to pick Fernando Mendoza from Indiana to be their new quarterback. The next team I have on this list is New York Jets. The reason I have the New York Jets on this list is because they signed Justin Fields a free agency after he was with Pittsburgh. And he was going to be their new quarterback after they let Aaron Rodgers go. So they used Justin Fields this year. And Justin Fields had a pretty terrible year. He threw for 1,259 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 1 interception. That's very few yards for a quarterback. And he didn't throw really a lot. He just ran a lot. So he's more like a running back than a quarterback in reality. But they also played Brady Cook, who also didn't change the game. He won't go be a franchise quarterback either. He was just there to replace him for the time being. And they also played Tyrod Taylor, and he also didn't do anything either. So I think this team probably will pick another quarterback like Dante Moore or someone like that in the draft, or they probably get some veteran and free agency. Or they could trade for Kyler Murray if they wanted to. It's always a possibility. The next team I have is the Pittsburgh Steelers. The reason I got the Pittsburgh Steelers is because their quarterback isn't bad. He's actually very good. He's a future Hall of Famer. It's just that he might retire next year. And I think when he retires, they ain't going to play Will Howard. I think they're going to get another veteran quarterback in free agency. Because that's always what the Steelers trend to do. And I think what they should do is play Will Howard. But they're probably just going to get another veteran. Or they could draft in the draft. But they're a little bit too low to draft a good quality quarterback in the draft. And plus, Aaron Rodgers, this is his 24th year in the NFL. And his body is starting to show that he might need to retire soon. So I think Aaron Rodgers is going to make the smart decision after having a good year this year and retiring before his body gives out. The next team I got is the Miami Dolphins. The reason I got the Miami Dolphins on this list is because they're now franchise quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. They gave him a 5-year, $1 million contract extension. After they gave him that contract extension, his play went very down. His interception rate turned up, his turnover rates turned up, and also he been making bad decisions after bad decision after bad decisions. His stats is 2,660 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions. Very high for a quarterback. So what the Dolphins can do, and what they did last year, they played Quinn Ewers for some games. He did win the one game against Tampa, and he also played very well in the Tampa game too. But I think they ain't going to use Quinn Ewers. They're just going to have him as a backup quarterback, I think. And they're going to get a new quarterback as their franchise quarterback. And they're going to hope he can play out for the rest of the years, or be there at least for 3 years or so. The next team I got is the Arizona Cardinals. The reason I got the Arizona Cardinals up here is because their quarterback, Kyler Murray, right now, he isn't looking very good. His future with the Cardinals isn't looking very good. Because when he got hurt, they played Jacoby Brissett. And once they played Jacoby Brissett, he got them that win over Dallas. And then when he got him that win over Dallas, and a lot of teams, he started balling out. He started balling out against a lot of teams. So they put Kyler Murray on injury reserve. And once they put Kyler Murray on injury reserve, they said it was because he's still hurt. But we all know he was still recovered by now, because his injury did not last that long. It wasn't that serious. And plus, they reported, too, that he was recovered. They just didn't want to play him because they couldn't trust him to get them the wins they needed on the field. So I think they're going to replace Jacoby Brissett and Kyler Murray. I think they either can cut Kyler Murray or trade him in free agency, or they could just keep him for another year and have him on the bench as a backup. But I don't think they're really gonna do that. That's all I have to tell y'all. Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.